Welcome back to Entropia. This is Sturge with episode 15 of Profitable Mining in the Entropia Universe, and I'm on planet Arcadia, down here in the southeast portion. I had intended at the beginning of this video to do a 100-bed mining run and show you how resources are distributed and that you can possibly run out of that resource and what replaces it. But as I was going about, I couldn't come up with actually I couldn't make it happen. And actually started out with a really crappy mining run where I only found, out of about 10 drops, double drops that is, found 2 tiny hits of growth molecules, which sucks. So, but something happens along the way here, and things turn around, certainly. And that's actually what I want to cover, is that there's a lesson that my mother taught me when I was probably 18, 19 years old. She said to me, if you're going to gamble, make sure that you take with you the amount of money you can afford to lose, and if you get ahead, quit. Quit while you're ahead. And I've always taken those words to heart because she was spot on, and I've always played it that way. Now, remember, Entropia Universe is not gambling, folks. Well, okay, it's close enough. If it weren't for markup, it'd be gambling. But, that being said, I did just that today, and I want to reiterate why that is so important. So what I did was I moved to a new area, and still in the same server, in Arcadia in that same corner, but I just decided to move to a new area and see if the hit rate was better. Certainly turned out to be quite a bit better, actually, which is great. I needed that. It wasn't going to put me on the road to success, but I figured I could continue with the mining video as it was because I had some content. Usually the good hit rate after a bad hit rate is pretty common. If you move, it doesn't necessarily mean you're doing all that much better until you hit something like this, an abundant. It was a 57 ped global. And so I'm sitting there thinking to myself, well, okay, should I continue to make the video? Because now I've got 80 ped and probes, and I'm going to lose on that. That 57 ped that I'm ahead now is going to be a loss simply because the algorithm is going to say, well, we just gave it to you, you're ahead now. And so I decided right then and there, quit while I was ahead. That was the best thing to do. Wrap this up and call it a day. And that way, I could live to fight another day. Well, also the reason that I say this is yesterday on Siren, I hit a 59 ped Zorn Star. No amp, same kind of concept. And I just quit mining right there because it puts me ahead. I see on the forums a lot of the time people say, well, you're going to lose eventually. Well, even if you quit ahead, you'll lose eventually. Well, that's not true. If you always quit when you're ahead, you won't lose eventually. And I don't think you should take that bad advice. I think you should say, no, I reject that. If I can play it such that I don't have to lose every single mining run, I don't have to drop all 100 ped and probes. I only have to drop as many probes as I want until I'm ahead, and then I'm done, and move on to the next. So that's my advice. Quit while you're ahead and live to fight another day. You may not be able to do it every single mining run, but I started with 100 ped and probes, came back 157.09. So I did it again today as I did yesterday, and as I have been doing for a very long time. So, thank you all for watching. This is Sturge out. Ciao.